This is what Hemingway goes on to say. I think their goal was to have a wonderful performance by Zelensky. All right. This is, again, Molly Hemingway, her ex-post. An angry Trump appearing to scuttle the deal and the support of the what she calls neocon portion of the GOP to start applying pressure on Trump to have the U.S. troop commitments as part of the security guarantee, quote unquote. It was a setup in Susan Rice's interesting choice of words. Instead, Zelensky had one of the worst stage performances of his acting career. And Trump was statesmanlike against all odds throughout, she writes. Zelensky followed Team Obama's advice to be hostile to a T, but it didn't land on how they thought it would. Surprisingly, one of the most important aspects of it not working out might have been Lindsey Graham's reaction. Had he and the other neocons, as she calls them, thought Zelensky was being reasonable, Trump would be having to fight even more so the neocon portion of the GOP, in addition to Team Obama's dirty tricks. Even the quote-unquote conservative neocon pundits on TV the other night were admitting Zelensky had royally messed up, she writes. Then she closes out by saying this: as you can see, from the hostility of the bureaucracy to any Republican oversight, no matter how reasonable or minor it may be, the entrenched bureaucracy and permanent DC apparatus is quite active. That goes quadruple for the deep state and the intelligence community. I'd expect more and more shenanigans and to be prepared so that you don't fall for the next information operation. The post-World War II architecture in Europe and the U.S. needs this war to continue or be settled on, quote, U.S. troops on the ground, close quote, type guarantees, even though that's not what Americans want. Things will heat up here, and it's a very dangerous time. Now, Molly Hemingway could not be more correct. I do believe that Zelensky got some bad advice, and given that he's a very emotional guy, he fell for it. And you have to think about this. Consider what Biden did with Zelensky compared to what Trump is doing. If you think about it, just think about it, I think that Joe Biden set Zelensky up to be a spoiled, entitled brat. Trump is trying to set him up to be a leader. Which route will he take? But at the same time, Trump is training Europe. Now, there was big news over the weekend that UK and France have agreed to assist Ukraine in peace negotiations, and they're going to come back to the White House. They want to talk to President Trump, and this is all fine and swell. But the bottom line is Zelensky has still admitted that they can't do this without the United States of America, because all that the UK, here it is from NBC, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced billions in support for Ukraine on Sunday following a summit with European leaders. Starmer announced a loan of $2.2 billion or 2.2 billion British pounds, $2.8 billion to support Ukraine, funded through the freezing of Russian assets passed on Saturday. He also highlighted a new deal that would allow Ukraine to use 1.6 billion pounds in export finance to buy missiles made in Northern Ireland. So Starmer vowed to bolster Ukraine to allow the nation to negotiate a peace agreement from a position of power. They can't do this without the United States. And for all the people, oh, yeah, Europe gets it. France and Macron and Starmer comment to his aid. Well, Zelensky understands that isn't enough. And plus, it's just a loan. All right? So please. Zelensky needs the United States of America. It's that simple. But the gravy train is over. Hey guys, click here to subscribe to the Carl Jackson Show YouTube channel for all of my commentary and latest political analysis. Do not miss an episode. The Carl Jackson Show on YouTube. Subscribe now.